This week, a pastor involved in an alleged forex Ponzi scheme.
Die vloer, kyk, hier lig geld eintlik. Jy weet, nou dit is die markte, letterlik al lig geld en die hele ability wat ek maar net is om te gaan haal, ek gaan vat dit. So maklik.
And the pastor claimed this is one big misunderstanding.
Die mense was of hastig of daar's ander forces in play.
Join me as I take a deeper look into David, Oompie, Cupido and the alleged 80 million rand. This is Uncover That Scam Monday. It is 100% legal to trade for yourself, but in order to trade on behalf of others, one has to be qualified, registered, and licensed. Trading without a license is a criminal offense and punishable by law. It is this exact offense that made the hawks go to Cupido's home and confiscate 2 big black bags full of cold, hard cash. Impressed by the idea of quick and easy money, the people of Touwsrivier, Oudtshoorn, Lugamka, Ceres, Tulbagh, De Dorings, and Worcester learned a hard and very costly lesson. For a while now, Facebook has been full of videos about David Cupido, aka Oompie, a so-called investor based in Touwsrivier, and how he screwed them over. One of these videos really sparked my interest and made me research further into this matter, which then brought me to a whole lot of videos. So we're going to take a look at this video, and then directly after that we will go to Oompie's videos and we will analyze them and see if there is any truth we can find in those videos so that we can make a conclusion on our own.
Baba, ask you something.
Yes.
From the Rooftop channel. I'm looking for Oompie. You know Oompie?
Oompie.
Yeah. David Cupido. Didn't see him. Oh, okay. In the Kaap, guys. Zoek voor Oompie. David Cupido. Vraag waar die mensen dat geld. Oompie! Asking the people.
Yeah.
Can show him.
Every person that's passing here, you ask me the same
Ask
thing.
him. Oompie.
Yeah? Nah.
Keep looking. Hey, Baba. Voor Oompie vraag waar die mensen dat geld. Mensen dat geld is weg. Arme kijk mensen. Oompie niet eens. Oompie!
Ons die vloer, kyk, hier lig geld eintlik. Jy weet, nou dit is die markte, letterlik al lig geld en die hele ability wat ek maar net is om dit te gaan haal, ek gaan vat dit. Dit is so maklik.
Waar is die mensen zijn geld, Oompie? Mensen zijn pensions. Ons moet hard werken op die takken. En al die mensen zijn geld vat. Oompie, waar is die mensen zijn geld?
Dit is die onwetheid. So, as daar vroue is wat 'n probleem het met my baar, kry vir jou 'n man of kyk vir jou eie man. Kyk na jou eie man. Jy weet, moenie worry oor hoe ek lyk en nou voel maar ek lyk nie so goed soos jy my laaste. So, want hoe kom jy van my te bou jou eie man dop? As jy nie 'n man het, jy kry vir jou man.
Hoe praat je van baard? Kroesharre? Wel is scary. Ken jy die man Nora bly die maar kan as? Waar is die mensen zijn geld, Oompie?
U sal altyd groot wees.
Amen.
Baie dankie vir die dag. Die inisiatief, Here, wat U geplaas het in die hart van David Cupido.
Jesus.
Die saad, hy sal ontkiem. Ons het vertroue.
Je zal altijd groot wees, Here. Dankie vir die dag. Waar is die mensen zijn geld, Oompie? Waar is die mensen zijn geld?
Die Oompie sê nie sê my kassie.
Nee, ik zoek voor Oompie.
Oh,
Weet je wat David Cupido? Je weet niet waar is Oompie niet?
ek is by die Menenburg meneer man.
Niet hij niet. Oompie, ik zoek voor
Oh,
Oompie.
sê jy wel Oompie?
Oompie, ja.
Ek ken nie daai jongen
Ik
man.
vraag waar is die mensen zijn geld? Wie het vir julle gesê om in Oompie se pad te lê? Hey, Oompie, waar is die mense se geld? I know I'm gonna find him. I'm determined. Sis, you don't know Oompie? David Cupido, you don't know where? Oh, okay, thank you. I'm gonna find him.
Dat bankrekeningen was van my verhoed. So Dominion Bank was een van die banke wat op daai stadium teenoor ons uitgereik het. Of wat ek sê, wat se diere basis vir ons oop was. So daai was die bank wat ons sou gebruik.
See, broer and sister, Here, you have the ability to say no, man. Because you charge your cell phone. It cannot charge itself. You are the link. If you're not sure, say no. Oompie, waar is die mense geld? Oompie! Oompie! Yeah, Oompie, worry.
Making his return back to YouTube from what seems to be a 2-year hiatus, David Cupido aka Oompie uploaded this short titled video named Payment Update to his YouTube channel. This name really gives me the idea that he's gonna give people an update as to what is gonna happen with their money now. Instead, when I clicked onto the video, I found a big intro with no substance, and it wasn't even like it was a YouTube intro. You know, like, watch my video, like if you haven't subscribed, you know, none of that. Instead, what I really found real fast was that he relies on Bible stories and assimilates his character to Bible characters real fast. And that makes people not want to come at him that hard. He victimizes himself so that you won't have to do that. He presents himself as an enlightened person, and that shows the viewer, oh, I have changed. He says that the hawks wasn't hawks in the first place that came into his house, and I call rubbish on that because in this very same video he contradicts himself. He says the law works in a spiritual warfare way now, and that evil spirits are out to get him. He acknowledges the 4 years of pain and suffering that he has caused people, but it's disingenuous that he acknowledges this, but he doesn't acknowledge the part that he played in it or apologizes for anything. Instead, what he does is he blames the hawks over and over, and he blames people for leaving his side. And I don't blame the people that left his side, because obviously people will leave once they find out who you are. He goes on to talk about people that is wanting to stop fourth power investments through the means of a liquidation order. And the gag is that you cannot get a liquidation order if an investigation hasn't played out. So if a liquidation order came through, then obviously there was an investigation. Accounts at the bank which he banked at were closed, and no other bank wanted to be affiliated with him. And this says a lot, because banks very hardly says no to money. Now, early in this video, he says that the hawks that went into his house weren't actually hawk members. And like I said, that is a whole bunch of rubbish, because later on in the video, he says hawks members, official hawks members, told him that the colleagues that went into his house to collect his stuff acted unlawfully. So at this point, are the hawks real that came into your house? Are they fake? Please make up your mind. He claims there's an agenda against him, and I do not deny this, but the agenda is money-based. So as soon as he pays these people back, or he makes attempts to pay people back, the agenda will disappear. Investigations into him made him lose money, he says. And one thing that I note is that we are now over 20 minutes into this video, and this is the first mention of money. Once again, he victimizes himself, and this seems very disingenuous, because this poses no regard to the people that actually needs money. Instead, he goes on about how he is losing money. We are 20 minutes in, and this is the first mention. I'm worried now. I'm full of anxiety, because he hasn't said anything of substance yet. Instead, what he does really good is he reverts back to religion, assimilates his character with another Bible character, and then goes on and talks about how he has changed from Oompie to David. He talks about his beard and the neatness of his beard, and then goes on to say that this is his heritage. And I find that highly disingenuous, because we are not here to discuss heritage. We are here to discuss a payment update, sir. Fourth power investments wasn't about money, but to break a poverty mindset, he says. But how do you break a poverty mindset if not with money? So I'm confused here. I am highly confused. So if you invested with money, he said that you should submit your details to him, and then he will see if you invested. He must give you receipts and all that. He will see if you invested, and then that is how he will see if he should pay you back or if you're just a chancer. So basically, at the end of this 47-minute video, when I got to the end, it was just him saying that he will investigate who made investments with him. If they come and hand in the documentation that supports their claim, and then how they will move forward. But an update of payment he will give next week. So why did you name this video payment update? Or was it just to calm the masses? And like I said, this guy spoke about religion way more than he spoke about the money. People didn't buy religion from you. They bought investment packages from you. Going on to the next video, we will actually see the story unfold a whole lot more. And stick with me now because we will go to other people's accounts of what they have experienced. In an upload directly after payment update, Oompie uploaded a video named Response. In this video, you can clearly hear Oompie go off on an individual named Das. Further in this video, Oompie does name his name, Francois Peterson, by which then I went to go research this Francois Peterson, and I saw a lot of skeletons being thrown out of the closet. Now, Das brought forth his scammy ways, his lies, and most importantly, what he did with the money. Das was allegedly his right-hand man, and evidently, it's the right hand that smacks the hardest. Das alleges that Oompie used all of this money to finance his fancy cars, upgrading his house, sending himself and his family on holidays, and then also paying for tombstones for family members. All of this made him so passionate about defending himself that he's now out there going around calling Das a gemors. But when I researched further, I saw there's a lot of substance to what Das is saying. But let's go on to the next video so that we can get a little bit of a clearer understanding about what is happening as the drama kept on unfolding. Directly after the upload titled Response, he uploaded a video which roughly translates in English, update about people marching to my house. Now, if things have gone that far with people threatening to march to your house, you must know things have gone really bad and it has taken the worst turn. Instead of him showing some sort of remorse, empathy, sympathy for the people that has been wronged, the real victims in the situation, he goes on and shows all of the people in his yard, all the people that came out to support him, like, if you are ready to do something, I've got backup. He then, which I find really stupid, goes to the road, points his camera in each direction of the street to show that no one is marching in groups to his house. And I don't know why anyone would tempt other people like this, because we all know this. This is a fact in life. If you tempt the wrong people, they are always going to want to meet you halfway. What I find really stupid and really funny in this video is that while he is talking about people that is wanting to come to his house and, you know, wanting to fight with him, he's ready for this. He then points the camera to his dog, and then he's like, here's the fighter. This is the fighter. And I find that so bad, because your dog is not a bull mastiff. Your dog is not a pit bull. In fact, if anything, your dog literally looks like one of those dogs that you say footsack, and then they start crying. So I don't know why I would tempt people like that. There was actually, in my eyes, no point for this video, but clearly he felt pressured to say something, as people is obviously waking up about what is going on, and till this point there was no update about people's money. So the update that was supposed to happen 2 weeks ago still hasn't happened yet. And at this point, my anxiety is through the roof. And I don't know how I survived it through the next video, but I watched the next video for some more context. And please do stick with me. Watch this next one with me as well. Let's analyze that one. The link will be in the description, so you can go and watch the full video if you want to. But let's just analyze the next one, and then we will go to some complaints. The latest video uploaded to his YouTube channel is titled Update as Promised, and this alone tells me that people have been pressing him. Now, this video opens up with the holy message of being grateful for what God has given us, and that this is an indicator of how beautiful the future looks. Now, when someone talks about the weather in this fashion and the way he has, this obviously tells me that his well is running dry, and not also that he's also structuring a larger conversation in his head. Now, going on further in this video, much further, because once again, another long intro, he speaks about the online system they have created that will help with the payout process. It will speed it up. He also spoke about people and their many accounts that is listed under one bank account, and the example that he made there is, say you have an account or you have an investment with him and your mother have an investment with him, but you are using your mother's bank account, then both of you will basically get contacted and they will find out whose bank account it is, and then one of you guys will get cancelled. One thing that was really shocking to me is the fact that he very proudly mentions the fact that they decide who gets paid and who gets sent through the legal route. Places they are planning to go to, which is obviously places that they took investments from, is places like Touwsrivier, Oudtshoorn, Liugamka, Laingsburg, Tilbach, Ceres, and Worcester. That is quite a few places, eh? And one thing that is very clear is that throughout this whole video, to me, it just seems like he was rambling, but he was just getting himself in line for the next conversation, which is families of agents doesn't get paid out. And he blames all of this on the agents themselves. So I do not know why he would kind of place a trap for the agents, or who would want to be an agent for this guy. Another blame shift is him blaming the IT department for the holdup of the commencement of paying out people. Like he mentioned in 2-3 videos ago about this online system that he is going to create that's going to speed up the process. In this video also, he mentions it as well. But then he goes on to say that, oh, it's the IT department and it's because of them. But we are also still waiting for names from the claimants and stuff. And further on in this video, we will actually debunk that, where he said he's waiting for names of the claimants. In this video, he does acknowledge the fact that the walks are real, because he says the walks were lined up in front of his house, but then 2 seconds later he goes on to flip and denounce the walks. Who does that? He also calls out Colonel Cooper, and then he says that Colonel Cooper is trying to stop him from changing lives and changing the world as we know it. He also mentioned that the higher powers in the world is stopping him, because the moment he succeeds, he will have liberated people, they would have money, and they would then tell their farm bosses what to do in Touwsrivier. And these farm bosses weren't having it. Now, I'll be honest, I do not believe that for 1 second. I would rather say that these farm bosses got involved to ensure that their workers, who's already being paid next to nothing, aren't being scammed by what they have been paid. So that is what I'm believing why the farm owners got involved. He goes on to say that he will not give up, he will continue pursuing this process, and that fourth power will apparently change the lives and the world as we know it. After this 38-minute video, I was more confused than ever, and like any other normal person, I decided, whoa, let me go to the comments to see what is up. The first comment, I couldn't stop laughing. And this is a comment by Ronald Steenkamp. Ronald Steenkamp says, wanneer activeer ons die ophou kakpraat knoppie en druk die transfer funds knoppie? And that is so true. When is people that take money from other people, when are they going to stop talking shit and just transfer these people's money? The second comment by Clarence Grove is, with all that money, I would most definitely fix my teeth. That is a flippant dig, eh? He, he was called out there. Indigenous Khaled says, die man kan daarom kak. Yes, if kakpraat was a person. Oompie, waar is die mense se geld? And it's actually his video that I saw. This is Selvan Adinal, and this is the videos that I saw, the roof on top guy. And I just couldn't stop laughing. Leroy Prinsloo commented, hou asseblief op lieg. And then he also commented directly after that, wat jy sê, sal jy sekerlik maai. Pas op. Now, going further on, you will see there's a Christopher Martin, there's a Selvino Azaya, and there's obviously people that want to join, knowing and seeing all of this nonsense that is going on. This is super crazy to me. I don't understand how all of this can be a possibility. I don't understand how people are seeing that he's owing so many people millions of rands, but then they still want to join. And he is very eager because under one comment where he's defending himself, a guy called Forex Junior tells him, oh, but this isn't just a dream, this is reality, you're changing people's lives. I would like to be part of that vision. To which Oompie replied, I'm waiting for your number. I'm anxiously waiting for your number. That says that his praying won't stop. He will forever pray on people that doesn't know better. And that is the continuation of the problem that we've always had in Forex. People don't ever want to educate themselves. So they go to people that knows a little bit more than them. And they think these people know the world, when in the meantime, these people know less than them. So, to avoid giving your money to anyone, please learn Forex on your own terms. Please take the time to learn Forex so that you do not make this mistake that these people have made. After going through all of the material available, which means videos, voice notes, and even newspaper articles that's available on this matter, I finally came to a conclusion. As much as this pastor wants to shift blame to other people involved, he must take accountability for his own actions. Trading without a license, like I mentioned, is a criminal offense, and that is the offense that he did, and that is the reason why the hawks came to his house in the first place. Getting the 2 big black bags of money there, that was just an extra for them. Now, on the note of them finding money there, this leads me to the idea that this guy never ever went to go bank that money for investment purposes. Seeing that the hawks found these 2 big bags of money at his house, this lays some validity on Tas's claims that he is using this money to fund his lifestyle. And what we have seen so far is enough. And when we look at the way he addresses these issues, the amount of times he could have just come straight forward to say these things, and he chooses to speak around the bush, that just lets me know that something does not sit right here. I will be waiting for further developments, and I will be following this issue closely so that I can bring you guys updates as this story rings close to home. This is the type of snake oil salesman that we need to keep away from our grandparents and our parents that's not as tech savvy as we are. This is the people that we need to keep at the gate, and they do not come further than that, because the moment they get into our grandparents and parents' heads, we won't get them out there. If you've come this far, I would like to thank you for watching the video. Please do smash that like button, and do me a favor, please do press the share button. Share this link with as many people as possible. Share it with your social media. Share it with everyone so that everyone can be aware of what is happening right now with pastors and Forex. If you haven't yet, please do smash that subscribe button so that you can be notified whenever I come out with new content such as this. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.